What you're eating is silently destroying your divine connection. Not weakening it. Not merely interfering with it. But actively dimming the light within you, meal by meal, bite by bite. While others consume without thought, you've felt it, haven't you? That strange discomfort after certain meals. The heaviness in your chest. The spiritual fog that descends even after you've prayed, meditated, and done everything you know to do. And yet, something still feels blocked. You wonder, what's wrong with me? But what if the problem was never you? This isn't a coincidence, it's a coded attack. A spiritual interference disguised as daily nourishment. Your body, the sacred temple of the chosen, has been signaling distress. But you've been trained to overlook it. Those sudden dips in energy, that restlessness after eating, the sense that your prayers are bouncing off invisible walls, they are not accidents. They are symptoms. Warnings. You weren't just led here to hear this message. You were summoned, because your spirit is ready to confront the truth. And the truth is this: your food has been altered to suppress your light. The time to ignore it is over. What you're about to uncover could change everything. You were never the problem. Let that truth settle deep into your spirit. The fog, the fatigue, the inexplicable spiritual blocks you faced, these were never a reflection of your inadequacy, nor signs that your prayers lacked power or your faith wasn't strong enough. What you've been experiencing is not spiritual failure. It is spiritual sabotage. Because what no one told you, what has been hidden in plain sight, is that some of the most common foods you put into your body have been weaponized. Not against the world at large, but specifically against you, the elect, the ones carrying divine codes in your DNA, the ones with a frequency that threatens the dark structures of this realm. These foods were designed not just to nourish or fill, but to interfere. They've been strategically modified, spiritually desecrated, and energetically manipulated to do one thing: disconnect the chosen from their source. Let's be clear, this isn't about diet culture, health fads, or surface-level wellness trends. This is about divine interference. A war has been raging, not just in the skies, but in the microscopic, the cellular, the molecular. And it has targeted the place where your power resides, your temple, your body. Most people can eat whatever they want and feel relatively fine. But you've noticed it, haven't you? After certain meals, your spirit feels heavy. Your thoughts are clouded. You can't hear God like you used to. Your energy drops, your dreams go dark, your intuition seems to vanish into static. This is not coincidence. This is intentional. The chosen carry a unique energetic frequency, high, refined, spiritually sensitive. And this frequency makes them susceptible to blockages that the rest of the world cannot perceive. Foods that may seem harmless to the masses are, in fact, poisonous to you. Not because of calories or fat, but because of what they do to your light. These substances act as anchors, dragging your spirit into density, smothering your energy centers, and choking the signal between you and heaven. Let's start with the truth that changed everything for thousands of chosen ones before you: modern gluten. You've been told it's just bread, just pasta, just comfort food. But the truth is darker. The wheat of today is not the wheat of ancient times. It has been genetically modified to such an extent that its vibrational structure has become hostile to higher consciousness. For most people, it causes bloating. For you, it clouds the third eye. It wraps the crown chakra in a fog so thick you can barely perceive your own intuition. You pray, but the voice of God feels distant. You meditate, but receive nothing. This is not spiritual failure, it's vibrational interference. Then there's the meat, specifically, meat harvested from animals that have lived in fear, torment, and captivity. When you eat the flesh of a creature that has suffered, you ingest more than protein. You take in its trauma, its despair, its sorrow. These frequencies settle in your body like smoke in the lungs of a prophet, choking the life from your heart chakra and solar plexus. You feel unmotivated, sad without cause, anxious without reason. You lose the voice of your inner guidance. Why? Because your system, designed to receive divine frequencies, is overloaded with the energy of fear. The light in you begins to dim. Consider dairy next. Not the raw, untouched nectar of sacred cows from ancient traditions, but the industrialized, hormone-injected, chemically polluted milk products of today. These substances generate an energetic mucus, yes, an actual etheric layer, that smothers your chakra system. It settles like a coating over the heart, the crown, and the intuitive centers. To someone with undeveloped spiritual senses, this layer is invisible. But to you, it feels like heaviness, stagnation, disconnection. You can't explain it, but you feel off, like your soul is under a blanket. That's because it is. And it doesn't stop there. There's another layer. The most insidious one, foods that have been vibrationally altered through unknown means, energetically corrupted at a frequency level. These are not genetically modified in the typical scientific sense. These are foods that appear normal but have undergone energetic processes that twist their natural harmony. Some call it ritual contamination. Others call it vibrational inversion. Whatever the term, the result is this: these foods, when consumed by someone chosen, cause a reversal in energetic polarity. Imagine your energy field spinning in the wrong direction, unable to attune to heaven, unable to absorb light, unable to manifest. You pray and it feels like your words fall flat. You move, but nothing moves with you. You're no longer aligned. You're spiritually jammed. One of the most dangerous consequences of this interference is what happens to your pineal gland, your spiritual antenna. You were born with it fully active, open, glowing. But over time, with each bite of the wrong food, its function dulls. What should be a direct portal to divine insight becomes calcified, corrupted, and clogged. That's why your dreams have lost their clarity. That's why your once razor-sharp knowing now feels fuzzy. It's not age. It's not distraction. It's what's on your plate. But here's the miracle: the moment you start to remove these blockages, even just a few, the light begins to return. That's not a metaphor, it's a lived experience. Chosen ones all over the world have witnessed transformations so radical they border on miraculous. After eliminating just 2 or 3 of these foods, many report their clairvoyance activating within days. Visions return. Prophetic dreams resume. The crown chakra opens like a flower after drought. The voice of God becomes unmistakable again. You can feel him. You can hear him. Miriam was one of them. For years, she prayed, fasted, waited. But something always felt missing. After cutting gluten and dairy, her energy shifted within 72 hours. By day 4, she was receiving visions in prayer. By day 10, she was channeling clear prophetic words. Today, she leads an entire community of awakened ones with unwavering clarity. Raphael was another. Constantly under spiritual attack. Constantly drained. Just walking into certain places left him weak. But after removing meat from tortured animals and processed dairy, something shifted. His energy field strengthened. He no longer absorbed the chaos around him, he transmuted it. Now, he walks through dense atmospheres as a carrier of light, untouched by the shadows that once consumed him. You see, this isn't theoretical. This isn't hype. This is energetic law. The cleaner the vessel, the stronger the signal. The purer the input, the higher the frequency. The more aligned your biology, the more active your spiritual DNA. Once you begin to eat in alignment with your calling, something ancient reawakens. You begin to remember who you are, not just intellectually, but viscerally. Your soul rises. Your gifts expand. The divine guidance flows in torrents, not drips. And with that shift, something extraordinary begins. You are no longer just surviving spiritual warfare, you are winning it. The foods that once dampened your discernment now replaced with living fuel, high-vibration nourishment that ignites you from the inside out. You start to discern spirits with a glance. You begin to see through the programming, the lies, the illusions. Not by effort, but by nature. It becomes who you are again. This, dear one, is the power they've tried to suppress for millennia. Not just your voice, but your vessel. Because a body in alignment with heaven is unstoppable. A chosen one fully awakened, fully activated, fully cleansed is a threat to every dark system still in operation. That's why they've hidden this truth so well. That's why the food had to become a weapon. Because if they can dull your body, they can dim your light. But now you know. Now you see it. And once you see, you cannot unsee. In the next section, you'll be shown exactly which foods to remove and what will begin to unfold when you do. But for now, feel the shift already happening. Feel the light beginning to rise again within you. The temple is being cleared. The signal is being restored. And you, God's chosen one, are coming back online. Everything you've heard today has pointed to one divine truth: your spiritual stagnation was never random. Your struggles weren't signs of weakness or failure. They were symptoms, whispers from your body and your soul, that something was interfering with your connection to the divine. And now the veil has been lifted. You can no longer unsee what has been revealed. Every single meal you consume is more than just physical nourishment. It is a spiritual decision. Every bite is either building your frequency or burying your light. Every food you allow into your temple is either activating your divine capacity, or silently suffocating your soul. Yes, it's that serious. And it's time to treat it as such. You were never just eating. You were either rising or retreating. You were either opening gateways to the divine, or reinforcing walls that keep you disconnected. This is the shift in consciousness that few ever dare to make. But the chosen must. Because your body was designed not to just survive this world, but to channel heaven. And the moment you start seeing your plate as an altar, everything changes. So if this message struck something deep within you, if it unlocked a hidden awareness, if it named a discomfort you've long felt but couldn't explain, then this next step is not optional. It's sacred. It's your signal to act. If this resonates with you, I want you to write the word revelation in the comments right now. Not just as feedback, but as declaration. As a spiritual agreement that says, I see it now. And I choose to rise. When you type that word, you're not just commenting, you're stepping forward. You're claiming your alignment. And you're activating something in others who have been waiting for the same truth, hidden in silence, desperate to be awakened. And don't stop there. Share this message. Someone else's breakthrough might depend on your courage to pass the truth along. We are no longer here to hoard revelations, we are here to multiply them. You were guided to this moment for a reason. And now you have the power to guide others. Because here's what you must remember as you walk away from this video: your divine connection was never broken, it was only blocked. The interference was never stronger than your essence. It simply sat undetected, unnoticed, like static between radio signals. But now you know. And now, you are no longer helpless. You can rise. You can purify your temple. You can return to the clarity you were born with. This is not the end of your spiritual journey, it's the unlocking of a new chapter. One where you walk lighter, hear clearer, and move in sync with the divine frequency that has always been trying to reach you. So choose, right now. With every meal, with every moment, with every decision. Remove the interference. Reclaim your alignment. Rise.